you could just fall into depression, honestly.
No, yeah, and it's not just really the views. It's just like, even like hate comments. I really personally, I don't care about hate comments, but I can see why when 1,000 people are spamming a certain thing, you start believing in yourself, and then and it's all about how you feel about yourself and your mind and manifestation. I mean, if you say like read those comments, you reading it is giving it power in your mind. So.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode. All right, guys, we got Lit Reeezy on. Met him at a celebrity basketball game, and he could hoop.
Yeah.
You were nice, right?
Yeah.
Top 40 back in the day?
Yeah, that was a couple years ago, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I still hoop every day.
So you really like that. Did you play in high school, college?
I played in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't want to play college?
I thought that's what I was going to do with my life, but I mean, music came into my life, and that really stopped everything.
When did you get into music heavy?
I've been doing it, I mean, my whole life, but really like taking it seriously when I was 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know your dad was in the space too, right?
Yeah, my dad was a big Persian composer and musician. He played with everybody, all the legends in the Persian industry.
Wow. So did he kind of want you to get in the space, or did it happen naturally?
I mean, he when I was growing up, like I was breeded to do this. Like growing up 2 years old, he would bring me to the shows, have me meet everybody, play the piano and everything next, like with me on his lap. But like I really stopped. Like I didn't do like no music from the age of probably 8 to 16 until I had like a rough patch in basketball, and I really found myself through music, which I came back to it myself.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, rough patch because all the kids started getting insanely tall, I bet, right? Around 16.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
That's when you either make it or break it, that freshman, sophomore year, because people start growing like 6 inches in a year.
Yeah.
How tall are you right now?
I'm about 5'11".
Ah, you didn't round up. I love it.
Nah.
Everyone 5'11" always says 6.
No, that's corny.
But
I think it's better to be 5'11" than be just 6 flat.
Why?
I mean, at least I got 11 in there. It makes it sound a little taller than just, I'm 6 feet.
You own up to it. I love it. You just started a team out here in the Lifetime League, right?
Yes, Team Lit. We play every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, mostly.
Right. I got to see you guys in action.
Yeah, we're good. We're getting good now. Now we got all our players in the system, and everybody's following the lead. And
Nice. Why'd you choose Vegas?
I mean, my family moved out here when I was 6, so I didn't really have a choice. But I fell in love with it. Like, I would probably never leave this place.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. How's the music scene out here compared to other cities?
Honestly, in my opinion, for a local artist, it's 100 times harder because we're competing with, like, I say this all the time, we're competing with all the biggest artists in the world every day. They're all coming to Dre's, Lil Baby, Drake, The Weeknd, everybody. Like, so we have to compete with that every day. We don't really have somebody in Vegas that's the biggest, which we can go to their shows. So it's more difficult.
That's true. Yeah, Dre's has all the A-list hip-hop artists there.
Yeah, and all the clubs, DJs, everything.
Yeah, you got the DJ residencies, so you really don't have time to pop in there, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have time to pop in there, but, like, let's just say you're doing an event. The Weeknd's doing an event. Bieber's doing an event. Post Malone. Like, unless you're a top artist, it's hard to get to that level because you're always competing with somebody that's already there.
Yeah, so how do you even get gigs at a smaller level, right? It's tough.
Yeah. It's tough, but it's doable. You just got to grind.
Right. What's the biggest crowd you've performed at so far?
I mean, I'm blessed. Like, I got with some legends early and went on some big tours. So I'm blessed. I'm so far probably 50,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
50,000?
Yeah, it was a show in LA. It was a Persian festival. It was a big legend. His name is Dariush. He was hosting it. And like someone who's like a really like a mentor, like an older brother figure to me, Andy brought me out to perform our song together that we made for the Persian community. It was lit.
Dude, how nervous were you?
Not at all. Like, that's one thing with me, like that's why I feel like I'm truly meant to do this. Like, I'll feel like right now sitting in front of you doing a podcast, even though it's not it's recorded, it's not live, I feel super nervous. But like going on stage, I never feel nerves.
Wow. So you're just in your element on stage.
That's like my piece.
Dude, I love that. Did you realize did you know it would take off this quick though? Because you're super young still.
Yeah, I mean, I have a really great team around me that and we really work hard. So
yeah, you brought them here today, man.
Yeah.
You got I like that because a lot of artists, they surround themselves with just not the right people, you know?
No, yeah, I try to definitely stay away from that.
Yeah, that leads to the downfall of a ton of them. Are there any artists you really look up to?
I mean, I look up to everybody. I'm like a sponge. I can soak it in whatever anybody can think, anything I can get from anybody, like knowledge-wise. I like to listen to everybody and take a little bit of everything.
I feel that. Any genre you gravitate towards?
I really do it all. Like I'll listen to rock sometimes, country music sometimes, but obviously like my genre is really hip hop and pop. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah, and is that what you want to stay in, or do you want to branch off ever?
I mean, you never know. Obviously, I want to do some Persian music too in the future, but hip hop and pop is really, I would say, my genre. But
it's cool because you're starting to see artists branch off, like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Do some new stuff.
Yeah.
But the rap stuff, man, I feel like I don't know if it peaked, but when I was in high school, college, that's all kids listen to, dude.
Oh yeah, now too. Now I think in America for sure. It's the leading genre is hip hop in America.
It's still number one right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, I didn't know that.
For sure.
Wow. Any collabs that you want right now on your list?
I mean, I got a couple collabs that I'm trying to get cleared right now that are cool collabs. I can't really talk about it until they're cleared. But I mean, everybody says obviously the GOATs. I mean, Drake. I mean, all these people. I wish I could have done a song with Michael Jackson. That's probably my GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't top that. You just had a listening party, right?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
How'd that go? Are you interested in coming on the Digital Social Hour podcast as a guest? Well, click the application link below in the description of this video. We are always looking for cool stories, cool entrepreneurs to talk to about business and life. Click the application link below, and here's the episode, guys.
It was great. It was a good turnout. I had all the people that I wanted there. I mean, a lot of the true people in Vegas showed up, a bunch of labels and stuff. So it was real nice.
What goes down at those? I've never been to one, but I've been invited to a few.
This one was different. I mean, it wasn't just like a regular listening party. I performed with my full band and everything. We did a couple songs on the album and just made it like a full show experience for like family and friends.
Sick. I love that. Was your family there, your mom, dad, and everything?
Everybody. Grandmas, uncles, aunts, Jay Banks, Pete Chisel, Dr. Ken, JD, everybody.
Shout out to the squad.
Yeah.
I love that. And your mom was a psychologist, right?
Yeah, my mom was a psychotherapist. So that it still is. She still practices. She only has a couple clients here and there, but she stays loyal to them. So... And she's also my full-time manager, but like growing up with my mom being a psychologist and all that, like that's why I'm so big on mental health and really try to push that. And
that's a powerful message, especially for people our age that are dealing with it. It's at all-time highs right now. Anxiety, depression, all of that.
For sure.
I'd had my fair share of battles, and I'm sure you did too, right?
Yeah, for sure. And especially the industry we're in. I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure in your industry, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get numbers, trying to get eyeballs, and hit songs.
I mean, pretty much like until you get to that level where you got so much money, or not just money, like you just don't care no more. Like our life is based off of what other people think. So it's hard not to like really fall down that path when you're playing your life based off of people's approval. That's really what it is. For
sure, because you could be so talented, but if you're not getting the views you think you should be getting on Instagram, you could just fall into depression, honestly.
No, yeah, and it's not just really the views. It's just like, even like hate comments. I really personally, I don't care about hate comments, but I can see why when 1,000 people are spamming a certain thing, you start believing in yourself, and then and it's all about how you feel about yourself and your mind and manifestation. I mean, if you say like read those comments, you reading it is giving it power in your mind. So,
wow,
yeah,
I used to let them get to me a little bit years ago, but now I look at it, I'm like, dude, I click on the profile, it's like, this guy like isn't dreaming as big as us. Like it's like you know what I mean.
You're doing great, man. I remember meeting you about a year and a half ago. And we were at the game, and then you were doing great then, and you're just elevating every couple months. I tap in and I see what you're doing. You're doing great, man.
Appreciate that. No, I really do. Because you were there before the pod even started.
Yeah.
And I was doing great then financially, but I wasn't impacting the world like I am now. So now I'm bringing on people like you, share your story. And it's even more powerful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, these messages that are getting out there are crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Literally changing lives. And I feel like you're doing similar stuff with your music.
Yeah, and I love that.
It's cool. We're on a similar journey, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love it. And how old are you?
I'm 19. I'm turning 20 this year.
God damn, dude. That's crazy. You're super mature for your age.
I mean, I was raised right by the right people.
You must have trouble finding friends your age.
Actually, that's why I really don't have that many friends my age. I have like my brother and maybe 2 or 3 people around me. Other than that, all my friends like 30 and up. Some people look at me like it's a weird thing, like, yo, why you always hanging out with older guys? Like, but it's really because I mean I'm trying to get knowledge. Like, what is anybody my age gonna tell me that I don't already know?
I'm the same, dude.
Yeah.
All my friends are like 30, 35, 40. Some of them 50s.
Yeah,
like that's just what it is, man. I'd rather get that life experience as quick as I can. I feel like when I was in school, people were dragging me down. Like, sounds arrogant, but like I just wasn't learning that much.
Yeah, facts. We got like Jay Banks over here. He's 72 years old, but he done did everything in the world, man. He's been he's been an outlaw, attorney. I mean, everything, man. This guy's a legend, and like just hanging around with people like that, man, you could just soak up the knowledge, man. It's all beneficial.
Absolutely. How'd you two get connected?
I met him at the gym, actually a different gym.
No way.
Yeah, I met him at a gym out here, and I was like, yo, and I'm a troll, so like it's bad. Like I troll a lot of people just in public, no camera, just for fun. But he trolled me actually. Just his personality is so cool, and he's an OG, man. So ever since then we've been kicking it. It's been like 5 months. We're going strong.
I love that. It's cool to see you put yourself out there and just be willing to network wherever you are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm the same way. I've met some dope people in the Lifetime sauna actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's Lifetime's where it's at right now.
Yeah, dude. Because when you pay like a lot for a gym, most people don't want to do that, but you're not realizing it leads to business opportunities.
Oh, yeah. It's about the networking.
It's not just the gym part. I mean, even people in our league, dude, there's guys in that league making $10 million a year doing real estate. There's some really cool people in that league.
Yeah, some gyms in LA that are like even up to like $2 or $3 grand a month, and people
Holy.
like, and it's regular gym, nothing special about it. And people are like, why would anybody go there? And that's exactly why, because the networking. If everybody there's paying $2 or $3 grand a month just for a gym membership, you know they're doing something successful. So you can get something from everybody in there. It's kind of like that's how the rich keep the rich, and that's what the world is. That's the game. So you got to try to play by the rules.
Yeah, you're paying for access. Did you have a drive for making a lot of money when you were a kid?
With me, man, honest to God, like, for me, if I wasn't doing this, making music and trying to live the lifestyle that I can, honestly, money isn't, and everybody says this, but money for me isn't important. It's about being able to live my lifestyle comfortable and take care of the people I want to, and that's what takes money. So that's what drives me, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. For me, it was money. Yeah, I'm just being honest. Like,
you're doing good, so.
No, but it's shifted over time. Like, I don't think I had an importance on family as much as you did growing up.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a single parent household, and I don't have any siblings, and I didn't really talk to my cousins or aunts and uncles. So it wasn't important. But now that I'm in a deep relationship and I met her family, I actually value family heavy.
Yeah.
So it's shifted for sure. Money's still very important though.
Because
you need that. You really need it to change and inspire. It's tough to do that when you're broke.
100%.
Yeah, so it's a balance you got to play. Do you go out to LA a lot?
I really, like, I'm going to get hate for this, but I really don't like going to LA that much.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. I like Vegas, man.
I don't like it for like long periods, in and out.
Yeah. And just something with me, just even the weather being out there, man, I get sick and stuff.
Really?
I can only do 3 or 4 days out there. I got to come straight back.
Damn, you like that dry heat, man.
Yeah.
You're probably so used to it.
I'm so used to it, and I grew up here.
Yeah. What about Miami?
Actually, I haven't been to Miami in a while. I need to start going more often. A lot of people try to get me to go out there for different stuff, and I'm not a flight person, really.
Yeah. Do you drive everywhere?
I mean, I flew. Like, I did a movie in Turkey this summer, and that was a 17-hour flight there and back. And
damn.
I go to New York a lot, but I just don't like it. So if I don't have to go for work or something, I don't like to.
I think it's, what is it, DJ Khaled? He buses everywhere? Or is that someone else? Forgot who it is.
I don't know.
Some rapper, but what was that movie about in Turkey?
It was a horror movie that I got the opportunity to play in. It's a big horror movie, Hollywood movie that's coming out later this year. It's called The Final Party. They're going to drop the trailers sometime soon, within the next month, for sure.
That's dope. Did you ever want to get into acting, or it just happened?
No, it was random. I mean, this amazing lady, her name is Lita, she hit me up on Instagram, or she hit the management page up, and then she was like, we really want Reeezy in this movie. And at the time, I was like, man, a movie? Like, I was super busy with stuff. It was right before my last EP, before this came out. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? And it was the best experience. Like, I definitely want to do that again. It was really hard, but it was a great experience. And I want to definitely get into not only acting, but directing.
I turned down an acting role. I kind of regret it, dude, to be honest.
There's always time, though. You're young.
Yeah. But it was a main role. I've never acted before. They sent me the script. It was 160 pages. I had to memorize it. I'm like, dude. And it was only 25 grand for 6 weeks.
My script was like, my script was 75 pages. Just my parts were 75 pages out of this whole script. And I did not read it until the night before the the table read.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the night before the table read, I'm in Turkey with my cousins and my team, and we're all trying to read and practice my lines. And I probably didn't learn my lines until the days that I was shooting. I would just be in my van just practicing the lines and then go in and do it.
Oh, I thought you had to memorize all of it like months in advance.
Well, every day you're shooting a different scene, so they tell you what scenes you shoot that day. So you'll practice like your 15, 20 lines. And thank God it was a horror movie, so it wasn't too much talking. It was more like
Running away.
Crazy. No, I was one of the bad guys. So.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
That's funny. You were a little killer.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, acting, I think it can open a lot of doors, but I feel like these days, A-list actors aren't even, like, people don't value their opinions as much as, like, just regular people.
Mm-hmm.
It's lost its appeal almost.
No, for sure.
Because I used to look up to those actors, but now it's like, you don't even know their personalities.
Well, I mean, you look at everything with, like, podcasts and streamers, and even artists are falling down due to streamers. I mean, streamers, they're killing it right now. And you get to watch them for, like, 8 hours or 12 hours a day versus seeing 8 seconds of an artist's story post. So like people are falling in love with their lifestyle and falling in love with their personalities. Whereas it's two sides to it, because really when you don't see an artist that much, that's what sells tickets. Like the mysterious artists, like the people you don't barely see that have social medias, their shows are always sold out, versus the artists that are everywhere. Their shows are a little bit less because you just see them everywhere.
I feel that.
So it's two sides to it.
Yeah, the mysterious artists like Frank Ocean, I'd say maybe even Kanye, you just never know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but the bad thing is when like smaller artists, and I deal with this myself, upcoming artists try to act like that. Like that's Kanye. Like, he can do that. He can delete his Instagram. He doesn't need that anymore. Like if we don't post on Instagram for 2 months, we fall off. Like we need to keep it consistent every day.
Facts. There's that pressure of always. I'm like that too though. If I don't post enough, I feel like people are losing interest because everyone's attention span is just so quick these days. They'll forget you. Because
social media is so big. Like,
yeah, and I feel like you need a hit song at least once a year, right? Just to stay relevant in the space.
Oh, yeah. Or you just got to have a really core fan base. Like, people that have a really core fan base, you only really need 10,000 real core fans that buy your merch, show up to your shows, buy the tickets. And with that, you can literally survive for the rest of your life being an artist. But it helps to have more. But if it's really 10,000 core fans that'll buy every single month, all that, you can be an artist for the rest of your life.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's pretty achievable, I feel like. In my head, I thought it was more.
I mean, those 10,000 artists are buying probably, let's say each shirt you're selling is $80. They'll buy a shirt a month. They'll buy your album, buy a ticket to your show, and whatever they'll buy to subscribe to your Instagram. That's like 200 from each. You're making like almost 80 grand like a month just off of that.
That's dope. How old were you when your first song went viral?
16. Run 'Em Down was my first song that hit a couple million and everything. It started going lit in the city. That was Run 'Em Down.
16, bro. That's super young. Did you know that one was going to pop off?
I mean, I was actually really upset because with that song, I used a YouTube beat, and then an amazing producer named Pyro had to come and remake the beat, and him and my dad remade the beat. And I was upset, and I was like, you know what, let's just put it out. And that song started going crazy.
Wait, why were you upset though?
Because I wanted the original beat. I fall in love. Like, the problem with me is I'm so impatient. Like, when producers don't hit me up or nothing, or like or I don't like the beats they send, I'll just go find the beat that I want on YouTube. And that's the worst thing, because then you got to go through getting it. Most YouTubers, like most YouTube producers, have all these clauses, like you can only sell 1,000 streams or 10,000 streams, so you can never use the beat. Then you got to change it, and then it's a whole different song.
Wow. So all the money went to that guy that made the beat, basically?
If I would have put it out, that's why we had to change the beat. And I had the producer that I had is like one of the best in the world. Like, he's Kanye, Bieber, everybody. Damn. I had my guy Pyro. Shout out to Pyro. He came and remade the beat amazing, which has made it 100 times better. But I was just stuck in my head at that time.
What's your creative process? I just had 24K Golden on last week, and he was saying he picks the beat first, and then he writes the lyrics.
For sure, you have to. I mean, you can't write to something you don't know. The beat's the vibe. The beat is everything. You go off the beat.
Interesting. In my head, I thought artists just wrote it down and then picked a beat, but
no. Now you might write down a bar that you like. You like, that sounds crazy. I'll write it down. Maybe use it later if something comes to you. But like, you can't match a flow to a beat. You gotta match you can't match a beat to a flow. You gotta match your flow to the beat.
So you pick the beat, and then from there go to the studio and you're just freestyling and see what sticks.
Yeah, now I freestyle everything. A lot of artists, some artists do write, but that's the new wave, is like kind of like freestyling in the studio, which isn't really me sitting down freestyling the whole song. It's bar by bar. Like, I'll say, blah, 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 okay, next line, blah, blah, mumbling until you get a bar to come out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Yeah, the days of just writing songs are gone then, I guess.
Yeah, but it's still writing. It's just a different way of writing. Everybody, I think almost probably 98% of everybody in the industry uses that style now.
Wow. I didn't know that. Lil Wayne doesn't write down
No, that's the way he records, just like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Everybody. Tory Lanez. I mean, I imagine literally everybody now, that's how they record.
Tory Lanez, isn't he in jail? That was a weird example.
Yeah, but I mean, he makes great music. You can't hate on the music.
Nah, dude, he's got some bangers. I was upset. I don't know how many years he got, but hopefully when he gets out, he gets straight back to it.
We'll see.
It's one of the.
That was a big inspiration for me musically.
Yeah, Tory.
Yeah, musically.
He's out in Vegas. He was out in Vegas a lot, so you probably got to meet him too. Right?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to go on tour with him.
Damn.
Right before everything happened, and
that's crazy.
yeah,
that must have been kind of a low moment for you then, because you thought you were gonna blow up on tour with him, and then.
I had some personal stuff going on anyway, so you know what? It's literally like that's why I say like I give all glory to God. Like that was meant to be. Like with his stuff that happened and his stuff that went on, and literally if it would have happened, I had my own difficulties in my life and legal battles that I went through that it's not really public. That it literally would have prevented me from going on that tour as well. So
crazy.
At the same time,
legal battles at your age, man. God damn, you were growing up quick.
Yeah, I had to grow up quick.
Yeah, my first legal battle, I thought I was early, was at 21, and Dude, I got agoraphobia. You know what that is?
What is that?
Fear of leaving your house.
For real?
So I was getting sued, and if it went to court, I would have lost everything and went bankrupt. So everything was on the line.
How'd you get through that?
Ended up settling. I had to get a dog.
No, through the fear.
Oh, through the fear, yeah. So, well, after I settled, it helped.
Yeah.
So once I settled, I got a dog, and I would try to take it on walks. But at first, if I walked... So say my house was right here and I took a right, I could walk about 10 steps without having a panic attack. If I went left, I would collapse on the floor. That's what agoraphobia is. It's the fear of leaving your house.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for getting through that, man.
Yeah.
That stuff is serious. Like a mental health this stuff is serious. Like I didn't go through nothing similar to that, but I mean, probably a year and a half ago, right when my music started going amazing, like not amazing, started like taking off, like I had this mental health struggle, which was a month long, which was not the same thing, but my home and my bed was my safe place. And every time I was anywhere else, I felt like I was like about to pass out, lightheaded, and I had to rush home. Like I couldn't, like I would go to the gym for an hour and have to come home right away.
Damn.
It was
Dude,
terrible.
that might have been agoraphobia.
I went to every single like my mom's a psychologist. I did that, but they were like, first you got to go to everything. Make sure you have to get out of your own head, because I'm thinking every day, oh, I'm dying. Like I have cancer, something's wrong with me. Like I have a brain tumor, like I have heart problems. So I went to a heart doctor, a brain doctor, neurologist, everything. Like did literally everything. So I had to get myself out of it, and then work on meditation and literally look at other people that dealt with this and got through it.
Wow, dude, that's so relatable. Yeah, I went to therapist. I went to a heart doctor too. I thought I was having a heart attack, and it all came back negative. And I'm like, wait, this is all mental. You know, I have no health problems. So that's when I'm like, all right, let me get that fixed. Because, yeah, meditation and just therapy helped a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy, though, man, how much your mind can do to your body.
Your mind is, I think human brains is the most powerful thing on this planet. Like, because anything that we're inventing is from the human brain. So this invents almost anything besides the natural stuff that obviously you have to give all glory to God, and still your brain, you got to give glory to God. But like the human brain, like literally, like you think of the biggest technology in the world, a brain invented that.
That's true. Even AI was invented by the brain.
Exactly.
Did they try putting you on Xanax and all that stuff too?
I didn't go that deep because my mom, I looked at different stuff, and I told my mom like I don't want to be on nothing. So I was on the very little anxiety pill, like maybe like it was less than an allergy pill that they used as an anxiety pill. And I think for me, what it was really me inside my own head. So that taking that every day would make me think, okay, now I'm going to be good. So now I'm thinking good thoughts, and now I'm more positive.
Yeah, you become reliant on it.
Yeah, not really reliant, but like it helps you. It's the mindset of like, if I tell you right now, you're going to drink this and you're going to feel amazing, but you feel like right now, and you really believe that and you drink it, your mind's going to make your body feel better than you are right now. Yeah. So it's really the mental process of it.
Yeah, words are super powerful, man. That's actually why I'm super picky what music I listen to now, because it influences your subconscious thoughts.
Yeah, for sure.
So I used to listen to like all sorts of like talking about killing people, taking drugs, like just bad man. And I look back at it, I was in a bad state of mind back then.
Yeah. And
it was partially, not entirely, but I think to do with music.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see you with like inspiring messaging in your songs.
Yeah, and I'm guilty like everybody else of making party music and lit music, which has bad messages in it. But I try to like, I'm trying with my new music really like to be more honest and be more real and be more relatable.
And it's hard because people want that party stuff. That's what gets the views. So you got to play that game. And it's like that with social media too. I got to have on certain guests just to get eyeballs, even though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
certain adult actresses and whatever. Topics I don't really care about, but it gets eyeballs and you gotta sprinkle them in there.
Yeah.
Dude, what's next for you?
What's next is I'm dropping like crazy this year. I mean, I went a whole year without dropping, dealing with some personal matters and the movie and everything. But I'm dropping like crazy this year, and I'm gonna get on a crazy tour. I have 2 or 3 options right now that are in the works that I don't know. It's just a matter of me deciding which one's right for me. I'm getting on a big artist tour and do that.
You dropping an album this year?
Yeah, I just dropped this one, and my goal honestly is to drop at least 2 more this year.
Damn, 3 albums in 1 year?
Yeah.
That's hella.
Yeah, well, you got to. I mean, got to get to where I want to be at.
Nice. You got a favorite song on this album that just dropped?
This one, the first 5 songs. All the first 5 songs were crazy.
Ooh.
Probably Link Up is probably the best one.
I'll bump it out on the way home. Is it on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on all platforms.
All right, dope. I'll check it out, man. I'll text you which one I like the most.
For sure.
Anything you want to close off with?
Nothing, just I'm staying blessed and just stay around the right people, man. That's the biggest thing. And manifestation is also the biggest thing. Like, gotta speak stuff into existence. And whatever you say to yourself and say out loud, JD and me were talking about this earlier today, that's gonna come true. Like, if you tell yourself, I can't do this, then you're never gonna be able to do something.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, man.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.